In your packet, you'll see a printed copy of the Participant Assurance. This document outlines the specific details of the project, including goals for teachers and students, GLRS responsibilities, system school responsibilities, and teacher responsibilities. Please take a moment to review this document and complete the information at the bottom. Checklists are a valuable data collection tool used by GLRS that allow us to determine growth throughout the project and to measure adult change. We are asking that you complete the checklist 3 times per year, during the fall, the winter, and the spring. You will receive a web link to SurveyMonkey so you can complete the survey online. These surveys will only be available during a specific window, so we are asking that you respond within the time frame provided. Thank you.
The most important aspect of the project is the classroom visit. Holly and I look forward to visiting your classrooms from time to time, and we want to thank you for opening your rooms to us. When we visit, we will enter your room quietly, find a seat, and observe instruction, how you interact as co-teachers, and how you interact with your students. After 20 minutes or so, we will leave quietly. We do not want to interrupt your instruction at all, which is why we will not announce our visits or introduce ourselves when we arrive. It is our hope to be as inconspicuous as possible.
After our visit, you will receive our feedback, which will be emailed in the form of a PDF file through the EWalk system. Within this form, you will find comments, suggestions, and questions. We would like for you as a team to respond to the questions that we've asked. Keep in mind that we only see a very small snapshot of your classroom environment and your instruction. The questions we ask help us understand your class, your lesson, and the strategies you are using to meet the needs of the students.
3 times throughout the school year, we will schedule group debriefings. During these times, we will discuss how the school year has gone, ways we can improve practice, and how we at GLRS can better support you in this project. Topics of discussion may include effective use of planning time, use of differentiated and specialized instructional strategies, a review of the different co-teaching delivery models, and how to improve your co-teaching partnership. This is a time set aside for you to share your successes with your peers and to engage one another as a professional learning community.
Wikio is the platform Metro South GLRS uses for communication between teachers and as a warehouse for resources. Within the Wikio site, you will find numerous resources, including web links and video clips, designed to assist you in meeting the varying learning, social, and emotional needs of students with disabilities. Each month, we will post an initial discussion thread on such topics as effective teaching strategies, use of instructional or assistive technology, or overcoming philosophical differences between co-teachers. Please take a moment to read the discussion thread and share your thoughts. We look forward to hearing about the great things going on in your schools and classrooms. And feel free to respond to other teachers' posts as well. It is through these threads that rich discussion takes place, again, functioning as an effective professional learning community. Included in your packet are instructions and screenshots on how to log on to the system, set your email preferences, and start and reply to a discussion thread.
The Student Profile Sheet is a valuable tool that will enable you to have easy access to student information and to outline possible strategies to assist you in meeting their academic, behavioral, or emotional needs. We will be spending some time together looking at student information to help you complete this form.
We are asking that each co-teaching team videotape themselves during one class period, watch the video, and complete a self-evaluation checklist. It's amazing what we learn when we watch ourselves deliver content and engage one another and the students.
During our group debriefings last year, a recurring theme was the request to see how other practitioners are getting the job done. In an attempt to meet that need, classroom visits across the region will be scheduled so that you will not only have the opportunity to see others in action, but also to show off your skills as well.
So when I am assigned to a teacher, I know that everybody is unique in these 5 billion people in this planet Earth. Everybody is unique. And when it's a teamwork, first thing is no conflict. That's the first thing. Then comes the harmony. So I try to eliminate the first part first, the conflict first. So what I tell them, the very first thing I tell my co-teacher, that look, I've got 4 pairs of shoes, or maybe 5, depending. I got a shoes, decent. I got a sandal. I got a sneakers. I got a boot. Tell me what you wear. I will wear that. Because first thing we need to have a harmony in this class when 2 people are in here teaching the same thing. And it works. It works. Some people probably initially think this is fun, but eventually when they understand. But also at the same time, there is a message underlying this, that not at the cost of somebody else.
I learned how to teach from her. I mean, I learned how to control my classroom from her. I really did. And now I do things and I'm like, wow, that's like Miss Tenney. You know, I mean, that's the way that I like it. And if I go into, I don't co-teach with other people now, but I've been in other co-teaching classrooms where their style was so different from hers, and people say, you're just like Miss Tenney, and I mean, I'm like, yes, I am.
What a
Thank you.
compliment.
That's a compliment.
I'll come to her and I'll say, this is what we need. You're just good about being able to take
Yeah.
it from there.
And we don't mind being bossed either. Like, she doesn't, I don't mind if she bosses me, and she doesn't mind if I
Now,
boss
at
her.
first she did. At first she did. And she was like, would you quit bossing me? But I said, look, it's what I do. So then when she knew it wasn't personal, it was much better.
And then she said she considers me an extension of herself.
She's my work wife.
That's true.
One of the biggest barriers I think that we faced was not having a common planning time. I had to plan with my 3rd grade team, and then Tina would come in later and say, okay, what are we doing next week? And I'm like, oh gosh, I forgot. I've got to write all this down, and I've got to get this all ready for both of us to look at. So the time constraints and just having no real class time or school day time to sit down, it was all on our own personal time, which is fine because we have a real good relationship. And so we did a lot of phone calls, texting, emails,
House visits,
yes,
lunch, dinner.
and until we could get into a routine where we felt real comfortable with what each other's personalities, teaching styles, and what the kids need. So now it doesn't take us as long now as it used to, because we're a little more used to each other now. But that was our biggest constraint starting out. Personality, it wasn't too hard. Like I said, we found out last year we were going to be working together, so we started over the summer looking at curriculum and deciding, hey, on these days we want to do this, on these days we need to do that. And of course, all that's been modified a little bit, but you know, we had a plan going into it.
We didn't come into it the first day like, what do? We knew what we were going to do before we got there.